Hello, Rich and Mike, Kay, and Ernest, and Awesome is here. Long time no see. Good to see you. How are you all doing? How are your Mondays? Today's trivia question is, guess my favorite movie theater candy as a kid. Hello, Jesse. I'm doing well. How about you? How's work going? Hello, B. All right, let me think. Ooh, lots of comments. Okay. Yes, Jesse, I'm early, and that's because I actually have to hop off of here right around 10 p.m. tonight because I have to hop on a call, actually. So I wanted to make sure to get on here earlier. Okay, almost done with the trivia. Guess my favorite movie theater candy as a kid. M&M's, Kit Kats, Dots, Twizzlers. Okay. Start poll. Let's see if you guys can guess this. I couldn't remember if I had done this as a trivia question before. So if I have, then maybe if you remember it, you'll get it right. Okay. There we go. Okay, Mike K says, lazy Monday. Been ill but better now. From Awesome. Okay, that's good to hear. Awesome. Mike and Ike's, not Mike and Ike's, but I actually did like those as a kid, excuse me. I've been busy. Can't see you as much. That's okay. No need to ever apologize, B. I'm all right. 11 hours. Oops, where did I? Okay, Jesse. I'm all right. Work 11 hours today. Oh my God, you work so hard. It's crazy. I'm from Jalisco, Mexico. Hello. Ray says, oh my gosh, I was just looking for you. Well, you're in the right place. Raisinette, I almost put those in the poll. Obviously, since Raisinets are not in the poll, they're not my favorite movie candy, or wasn't my favorite movie candy as a kid. Hi, Anna Shodfi. I'm gonna go with Shodfi. Antonio Greco says ciao. Jesse likes chocolate covered raisins. Bellissima. Thank you, Antonio. Hi, Brusco TV. All right. No duds. Not milk duds. Awesome. Have you ever tried the new peanut butter M&Ms? I think I've tried all of any kind of M&Ms that have ever existed. I definitely have had those. Hi, Luca. Ciao. Elisandro, Gabrielle is here. I haven't logged into your lives in a while, maybe? I'm doing good. I actually just wrapped filming an episode. Can anyone guess or tell me what this is? It's a brand collab video, and I just made this. So I have been filming for the last couple hours. Hi, Brusco TV. Boy, oh boy. Hunter, I don't close the poll until like an hour into my live stream, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit. We've got 65 people here. Monday nights tend to be busier nights than other live stream nights, so hello. Hi, Skylar Alexander. We have Blackout. Hello. Hi, Lydia Treadway. Miami, yo hot, says Eduardo Alvarez Iglesias. Matt, hello. Polaris Sky, 1964. Who else is here? Luca Grande Brusco. All right, Green Boy 20. Thank you, Green Boy. Hi, Solomon Daniel. Is your account still gonna be deleted in like 4 days? Preppy ASMR 71 says peanut butter latte question mark. It's not a peanut butter latte. Mocha latte, nope. There's a specific name for this. It definitely had its internet social media viral moment like 5 years ago. Flutter Dragon, hello. VPS says, wow, looks yummy. I had one of these earlier. I made a couple in the video and I try it in the video. I filmed myself trying it and it is very good. Oh, thank you, Mike K. I just saw your super chat. I will like it and heart it in a moment. Solo armband, thank you. What's the most interesting fact you know that you never get a chance to bring up, boy? Captain Fantastic. Oh, I gotta think on that. I don't know, off the top of my head. Brusco says, Hannah, you have an Italian presence in your stream, so if you are going to cook something, you have to impress us, or we will make war. Oh man, pressure's on. Ernest, you got it. You're the first person I see in the chat to correctly identify this. This is whipped coffee, otherwise known as Dalgona coffee. Honestly, so my brand collaboration is a milk frother, but it has these different attachments. And I used this like barista attachment with this milk frother. And I whipped the topping and then I poured it over some almond milk. And that is what this is. So congratulations, Ernest. You got it right. Solomon Daniel, thank you. Don't worry, be happy. Hi, Drenna. Hi, Zach. Should I canvas or have a cup of coffee? Stucky Hockey. Hello, Stucky Hockey. Jax is here. Isaac Emerizi. Your aunt's name is Hannah. Jesse is saying, it says there's only one in your chat on my phone, LMAO. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, I think there's lag time. It jumps. Like currently I'm seeing 29. On earlier tonight, says Rich. Brett's in the house. Hi, Brett Gonzalez. All right, thank you. Oh no, let me heart this first. Mike, thank you. Before time runs out. Okay. Ah, dang it. I ran out of time. Thank you, Emily. Hi, Aralia. I like your earrings, says Crystal Huff. Thank you, Regina Sofia Morales. Yabba dabba doo. Hello, Hannah. I don't know what that means. Oh, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing? Come to Turkey, Istanbul, West City. Ahmed, my sister, has been to Istanbul. She spent a summer studying in Turkey and she absolutely loved it. And I've never had the chance to go. So one day I will make it over to Turkey. I look forward to it. Thank you, Brecken Grinnell. Ann Litke says, I love your videos. Thank you, Ann. Hi, Boo. And Cooper is also here. Lakeland Brooks is here. How are you? You're going with your church to California for a vacation. That sounds fun. How is your arm doing? Is your arm healing? Happy Life is here. Hello, Happy Life. Some almond water, says Jesse. Rude. Hi, Wesley McClung. Account email, hello. Lucille Monroy, hello. All right. Badger Wolf, this poll has got me guilty. I never bought theater candy, always snuck it in. I've done that a few times, so I think it's like a common thing. Hi, Saffron, good to see you, Saffron. Hi, Lucille. Sign up. Mandelbrot Zooms, hello. We have and see, these candies are all week? What are you talking about? These are solid options. Pimp Martin, it's good to see you again. John Paul, hello. Let's see. Vito, lass mal heimlich ein Luftschiff fliegen und schnüffel das Müffelschiff weg auf korrekt. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Hi, Karina. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Jalen is here. Hi, Jalen. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat. Hi, Vision. Thanks to whoever gifted the membership. Oh my goodness. Wait, yeah. I don't know if there was a gifting this just now, but it's so cool to see that you're a member, Jalen. Check out the videos. There's several members only videos on my channel and I'll be posting more. Lakeland Brooks says it's okay. It still hurts pretty bad. Today was the worst because of my arm. Ugh. Sorry to hear that. Hello, Hannah, and hello, family. Thank you, Happy Life. Thank you, Stephen Mitchell. Alaskan BL Tundra says, dots are a slept-on classic. Yes, it's so true. They're so good. Hi, Rico, LBZ. Megan Driscoll, I'll be making veggie burgers that I bought at the store, not from scratch, for dinner tonight. I'm not related to Alicia Keys, Watchdogs, but I get that. Micah is here. Hello, Micah. Batty, hello. Andre Leon says, hi, I'm from Russia. Very cool. Wear beautiful voice. I'm in the United States. I think that's what you're asking. Yeah, it's been a minute. I've been locked in working on my Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Heck yeah, that's amazing, Jalen. Well done. Carlos Llamas. I'm having veggie burgers after I finish just snacking on this. I've just got like hodgepodge stuff. I made some whipped coffee. I was showing it earlier. Try not to drop it. So I have this that I was filming earlier tonight. I've got some chickpea puffs. They're basically like vegan chickpea Cheetos. They're really tasty. I'm eating some of this curry tofu quinoa, and then I'll be making some veggie burgers later. And I do have to hop off in a couple hours, but still got a couple hours. Hello, Brian, good to see you. How you doing? Jesse says, I'm gonna have a big bowl of cereal with milk. Emphasis on the milk. I'm guessing that's a dig at my almond milk. Mac James, hello. It's Ben Knight, love from the UK, last year doing a smashing job. Thank you. I love that British English word, smashing. Thank you, Ben. Hi, JT, who's saying Cheerios. Monique Anderson, hi, I like your earrings. Do you serve biscuits with your coffee? I don't think so. No, I usually will just have like, if I'm serving coffee, it's usually just coffee. But maybe it's a good idea to have biscuits with them. Vision, yes, I am vegan. Melvin, PZ9, best friender, hello. Carlos is in Evanston, Wyoming. Elliot Fan, hello. NC is saying this chat is on fire. Yes, Mac James is amazing. Hi, the Oreo Ritz, good to see you again. Congratulations, Jalen, good luck with your studies. Yeah, that is like not an easy Bachelor of Science degree. I just got here. I'm not gonna do that Phoenix Ashes. Any Catalina Crunch tonight? Probably not tonight. I'm gonna save a little bit of it. I've been eating a lot of it, and the container, as you saw yesterday, is not that big. I forgot to put it back over by the Cheerios. Melpal Grace, I'm eating right now curried tofu and quinoa. I will be snacking on some vegan Cheetos. I have some whipped coffee that I made earlier tonight, and then I'm making some veggie burgers. I'll be cooking those in my oven. Smashing, baby, yeah, Austin Powers. Nice. Levi says, I hate the first day of work. Aw, that's a bummer. Lakeland Brooks. Okay, looks like Happy Life took care of that person. I didn't even see. Let's see, Micah. I got an idea about earrings. I thought that you should wear earrings every season of the year, like spring, summer, fall, and winter. I could do that. However, I do really like these earrings, and they are such a hit. I have to bring a farm boy. I just can't get over everyone calling it. Oh, I have to bring a farm boy, just can't get over everyone calling it almond milk. Yeah, I know. The milk companies don't like the fact that, like, what is it, Blue Diamond and Silk, and there's some other brands that I don't even know. This might have been a law that was passed, but I know some like dairy companies were like, can we ban these companies from calling almond milk milk? Can we call it something else? Timothy is here. Timothy Cavalieri from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Heck yeah. Minnesotan in the house. Love it. Hello, how are you doing today? Doing well, Eugene. How about you? Thanks, Jaderick Davis. Oh, I have to be being a farm boy. Okay. Travis is here. Travis, not really making anything at the moment, just snacking on stuff, but I will be cooking some veggie burgers soon. Hello, Matt. Travis says I gotta try to eat better. Mr. Ish is here. Thank you, Ali Ahmed. Flashing 9 is here. Indeed, this is a real live stream, Aaron. Together we can defeat the pharmaceutical industry, says We Are DNA. I mean, healthy eating is just, I think there's so many wins to society when people eat healthier foods. You are very sweet, I love you, and you are very pretty. Thank you, Lakeland Brooks. Oh, okay, Hannah, no rush, says Micah. Hence almond water. Oh, I see, okay. Now I see. George Marion, hello. Hi, Tommy Brown Jr. I am eating curried tofu and quinoa right now. It was George who asked that. Happy Life says, I love almond milk. I cannot drink cow's milk because of my allergies. Yes, I am not a lactose intolerant person. It's just by choice, but I know a lot of people who have switched over to the non-dairy milks. I mean, I call them milks because they can't eat dairy. Bald Foodie Guy, his site does food reviews and comparisons I suggested the other day night, just an idea. Says Yabba Dabba Doo, cool. I've never heard of Bald Foodie Guy. Hi Santa Claus, Hawkeye and Jay, eating some tofu and quinoa. Travis says, it's like you get bashed trying something new, can't win. Hi LeBron, it's me, says I love veggie burgers, so do I. Thoughts on a water fast, Hannah? I mean, I'm not qualified to weigh in on a water fast. I've done fasting in my life and I personally don't like it. I get like nauseous and lightheaded and I can't like do anything. I can't even sleep. So it's not for me, but I know plenty of people who really like fasting. Fatir is here. Fatir Roblox is here, yes. Thank you, Arturo the Bullfighter. What are your earrings, Travis? These are, I mean, if we're gonna be technical, these are Christmas jingle bell earrings. Trying not to hit my coffee. They have a little jingle ball inside, but from a distance, a lot of people thought that they were cherries. So I decided that I would just keep on wearing them. Ali Ahmed, what state are you in? I'm in Minnesota. Best state ever. Scientists have recently discovered. Okay. Hi, Fatir. Rated Frog doing well. How are you? I have some whipped coffee that I made just a few minutes ago. I was filming my next video and I was using a product that was sent to me. It's a milk frother. Actually, let me just show it to you guys. I had some difficulties, let's say. So it attaches like this, and you've probably seen something like this at a coffee shop where they're, you know, frothing the milk. And then if you turn it on, like, let's see if you can see that way. That was so stupid. It's still wet. Oh my God, sorry guys, 1 second. Water just went everywhere. I don't know if you were able to see that. Okay, let's see. So bad. Okay. I'm at Freshly Wild's comment with the Dire Wolf member emojis. Dang it, I wouldn't get water on my computer. This is so sad. Travis says, oh, cool. Thank you, Emily. Oh, Hannah. Okay, I didn't even see the first time you said Hamna. All right, let's try this again. Let's just, okay, all the liquid is off. But yeah, so you hold this into, like, you know, when I was making the whipped topping for this, you hold it and then you'll see it start to like spin like that. So this was fun. Fun to use, but I definitely had some bloopers. Oh goodness. Okay. Travis, hello. Just read the comments. Are you being told to eat? Happy Life says, it might be me, but I feel like nobody had allergies when I was younger. Now I feel like there are so many people are allergic from nuts to milk, fish, and mushrooms. Yes, I agree. I feel like it has exploded. Top class is here. That's gotta be decaf. Yes, Freshly Wild, 100%. This, I made the whipped topping with decaf instant coffee because if this was real, like, I'll show you. I have some espresso powder. There was no way I was gonna make this with actual caffeinated espresso powder or instant coffee, because I would not go to sleep at all tonight, and I actually have to get up really, really early tomorrow. Yeah, so that would have been game over for getting any sleep if I had used caffeine in this. Rich says, wow. Hi, John J. I have one of those, but it's red with one power button. Secret Hallows is back. Hi, Secret Hallows. What was the brand? It's OD Forgo. Let's see. I think I have the box. Yeah, I still have the box. 1 second, I'll show you. Does it even say on the box? So funny, it doesn't actually say. That is so weird. But that is the name of the brand. You'll see it in the video. I'll show like what the brand looks like. But this is the box that it came in. It has a little stand. There's these 3 different attachments. There's like a whisk. There's the what is it, like milk frother, and then a hook for powdered drinks if you're using like protein powder. Yeah. So that's what I was working on before this live stream. My birthday's in 5 days, says Lakeland. Happy early birthday. Barney is a dinosaur. I am not making anything currently. Fish on fish. Hello, Brian Fury. Sounds good, Fatir. JB, hello. How early is really? Oh man, the shade from Jessie tonight, because almond milk is actually almond water, according to Jessie. And then tomorrow, boy, it's not gonna be as early as you get up. It's not like 4. Boy, I'm trying to think this through. So I need to be there at 8. So I have to work backwards from there. 8, long commute. 7. Oh God, this sucks. I'm probably gonna have to get up at like 5:30. No joke. Brutal. For me, that's brutal. So yeah, I think 5:30 counts as early, Jessie. You're probably still gonna be like, no. Mateo is here. Mateo Romero. Hi, James Brace. Good to see you. How are you? Yes, it is made in China. Correct, Travis. Hi, Renegade UFL. Happy Life says, that's cool. I need one of them for my hot drinks. Honestly, I am planning on making a cake very soon for my 6,000 subscriber special, because I missed the 5,000 mark. And full disclosure, when I was filming the video tonight for this whipped coffee, I started with this whisk attachment and I pressed like go, like the lowest speed, and the coffee went everywhere. I had to stop filming and just, I mean, because coffee will stain if you don't clean it off right away. I was like, oh my gosh, FML, this sucks. So I had to, I was like, whoa, this is way too, like, I think just like trying to whip a liquid with this is not great. It's just super powerful. But I am going to be making a buttercream frosting for my espresso chocolate cake for the 6K. God, I'm not speaking well. I'm making a whipped buttercream frosting for this cake for the 6K subscriber special. And I'm thinking that this attachment would actually work really well for like whipping the butter for the frosting. So we'll see. Ahmed says, I like it. All right. Hi Collection, The Collection channel. Thank you, Happy Life. Oh my God, Jesse. Jesse is leaving his house at 4 a.m. Oh. Like I like wince in pain for you because that is so ungodly early. But I respect it. I'm pretty sure Martha Stewart gets up at 4 a.m. Last I checked. That woman, anyone who gets up like that regularly, I'm like, how are you built this way? Because I thrive in the evening. Like I am wide awake, brain is at its peak, like, I don't know, performance or focus at like midnight and beyond. Like the night is young at midnight for me. So the fact that people can fall asleep and then wake up and go at 4 is crazy. Kurdum is here. Hi, George. Andrew is here. Hi, Andrew. Yabba Dabba Doo says, thought you were Harry Potter casting a spell with your whipping thingy. No, definitely not. Okay. Secret Hallow says, I'm going to stay up till 9 a.m. As in, like, you're not gonna go to sleep at all? If so, that's, I mean, I don't know if I've done all the way till 9 a.m. I have stayed up all the way until, like, 7 or 8 and then gone to sleep, but not 9. Ergo Video Oasis, hello. Kirby is here. Hi, Kirby. I'm not making, oh, Robert, you're asking, do I get a piece of cake? You know I don't share the food that I make on here. Macaroni, hello, Macaroni. Hi, Baz. All right, J Gamer 14. I think I do remember you. Charan, 70 left to be 6K. You guys, we're getting there. It's so exciting. Hi, account email. Yeah, Kirby, I must have missed you above, but I see you now. One-Eyed Otis is saying, I missed your announcement. What movie was it that you watched last night? I guessed Super 8. Was I wrong? It was not Super 8. It was The Revenant. That's the movie that I watched. Oh, it's a tough one, but it's such a powerful movie. Rich says, looks like early call for all tomorrow. I'm out the door at 5:30. Oh my gosh. Yeah, one of my like supervisors was leading a meeting. This was a few months ago, and she is definitely a morning person, but she was telling this story. She's like, oh yeah, I was up early today and blah, blah, blah. And I was walking my dog and it was like 5:15 and I'm like, oh my God, you're awake, dressed and outside with your dog at 5:15. Oh my God. I mean, it's amazing, but brutal. Oh, Jeff Grow is here. It's 3:15 where you're at. Oh my goodness. Micah says, I can't sleep. Which food or snacks can make me feel sleepy? I mean, let's see what the internet says, because For me, what usually will put me to sleep is when I have like a really hearty meal with like lentils, tofu, or like a veggie burger or Beyond Meat. What foods help you fall asleep? Boy, this is a funny thing when you type in what foods help you, and then like all the searches that you get are really funny. Okay, several foods, this is according to Google AI. Several foods can help promote sleep: cheese, yogurt, eggs, cherries, milk, almonds, bananas, nuts, kiwi, chamomile tea. I've heard oatmeal. I've sometimes eaten oatmeal or even Cheerios because those are made from oats. So there's a bunch of stuff it lists on the internet, but I'm sure it depends on the person. Thank you, Jay Gamer. Okay, I missed a few comments. I'm at Kirby saying, George, where you been? Where you been? Gajendra is here. Hello. Kirby, I had a good Monday. It was busy at work. I filmed this whipped coffee episode just before this live stream. And I actually have a second one here with just the dinkiest little bit of remaining whipped coffee on the top. So I was filming tonight, and then, yeah, I'm here, and actually I have to hop onto a Zoom call at like 9:55. It's actually for a brand collab, but the person is in China, and China is like 13 hours ahead of me. So I have to hop off for that, but I'm doing well. How about you, Kirby? All right, George apparently got banned. Do you like pumpkins? I do like pumpkins. I'll have 5 hours in by the time you get to work. I know, I mean, Jesse, you always make me feel like I'm doing such little work because of how many hours you work. It's insane. Insane. All right, hi Marshall Worthington. Cruising through to hit the like on your algorithms. Thank you, One-Eyed Otis. Darren Carsberg is here. Good to see you again, Darren. All good Fatir Roblox. Just a Dude is here. Hello. Anything with melatonin in it for sleeping. Thank you, John J. No junior mints, although I do like eating junior mints. Magic brownies will put you to sleep, says One-Eyed Otis. Kirby says, I did athletic training in college and the athletes have the worst schedule. I had to be at their 5 a.m. practice. No, that is insane. 5 a.m. practice? Absolutely not. Thank you, Jay Gamer. I appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, 5 a.m. Kirby, to me, like doing any kind of exercise in the morning, I feel so groggy and delirious. I remember for several periods of my life over the past, I would say 10 years, I really was trying to implement a strict morning routine where I got up at like the crack of dawn, would go for a long run, come back, shower, eat, get dressed, and then, head to work. Thank you, Cassidy. Oh my gosh, Peter Alexander Constantine, you're a member now. I'm so excited. Yes, amazing. Thank you so much, Cassidy. But what I was saying is, I feel like just both physically and mentally, I am at my absolute worst performance first thing in the morning, because it feels like a engine that is slowly getting revved up throughout the day, and then by the end of the day, like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., I'm finally like fully revved up and like ready to go. But so many things happen in the morning. So it's a struggle. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. I wanted to react to Cassidy's thing, but I already commented on it. Kaz says frothy af, yes. Why do vegans don't use dairy products, Charan? Because vegans don't eat animal products of any kind. All right. Anything rich in magnesium, says NC. Why not go on holiday abroad? I have gone on many holidays abroad, Fatir. Ken Kilcam says that looks incredible. I think it tastes really good. This is the first time I've made whipped coffee, and it is very tasty. Heute aus Dänemark, nicht aus Deutschland. Warum bist du in Dänemark, Andreas? Wow, that's so cool. Andreas is apparently in Denmark, not in Germany. Creations by JJ. Thank you, Creations, for the like. Kai, of course, I remember you. The Oreo Ritz says organic vegetables versus regular vegetables. I try to buy organic whenever I can. I will say this though, like in this economy where everything is expensive, even like the regular non-organics, you look at the price difference. Like for example, I was buying some vanilla extract for a cake that I'm going to be making soon, and the price differential between the regular vanilla extract and the organic vanilla extract was so painful. I was like, I can't, because there's like the tiniest like little half a teaspoon of vanilla extract in a cake. So I'm like, okay, if it's not organic vanilla extract, I'm sure this little half of a teaspoon or however much there is isn't gonna make or break this cake or my health. So in some cases I'm like, you know, I cannot justify paying an extra, sometimes like $5 to $10 difference. So I would say produce though, like veggies and fruit and like tofu. I try to get that organic if I can. Rich, yes, busy Hannah, indeed, but in a good way. I like being busy. Cassidy is here. Hello, Cassidy, so good to see you. Yeah, apparently, George, you got banned for an LMAO France joke. I can't even remember this. Maybe I wasn't the one to ban you. Yeah, IDK, I'd have to go back and look. Yabba Dabba Doo says, will you be doing anything special for Easter? Do you still exchange chocolate eggs or have Easter egg hunts as a child? I am planning on doing an Easter brunch with my family. And my mom likes to hide the plastic Easter eggs with the candy inside around the house. Like, it's not a full-blown Easter egg hunt, but she'll be like, I tucked away a few Easter eggs for you to find. I'm like, thanks. I'm 31, but it's still fun to hunt for Easter eggs. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do for Easter. Hi, Andrew Johnson from Grand Canyon. Hello. All right, Jessie. Oh my God. So Jessie is usually up by 3:15. Oh, I know you've said you survive. You survive on coffee. I'm pretty sure you've said coffee. Red Bull for sure, / energy drinks, and then like Mountain Dew. When do you go to, like, if you get up at 3:15, that means that, I mean, it's already almost, I mean, it's almost like 30 minutes until 9 p.m. So even if you go to bed at 9 p.m., you're in Wisconsin, so we're in the same time zone. Like, you're only gonna be getting 6, which maybe is a lot for you. All right, all-time Lakers fan, that's cool. Hello. Kirby says they had morning weightlifting class, study hall, then back to practice. Ooh, absolutely not. Full 10-hour shift. Yep, that is brutal. Hi, Jai Bhavani. Dani Nelson says, same girl, same. Thank you, Cassidy, for the thumbs up and Oh, Benny sent a Sunday for 100 jewels. Thank you. Jay Gamer, I have Instagram. It's the same username as my YouTube channel. So if you go over to Instagram and you search for Hannah in Health, you will find like same profile picture, a lot of the same shorts that I post on YouTube. I will just carry them over as reels. So I am also on Instagram. You're welcome, the Oreo Ritz. Did anyone guess your favorite movie snack correctly? I am going to be closing the poll in 20 minutes because that'll be the 1 hour mark. Andreas is saying holiday together with my 4 kids. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Denmark holiday is ein Geschenk for them to my 60th birthday. Oh, from them for your 60th. That is so nice. Wow. Your kids are so sweet, Andreas. Eduardo says, I like Three Musketeers bar. I do too. I mean, I don't eat it anymore, but as a kid, I loved the Three Musketeers bar. All right, Jai Bhavani. Thank you, Chloe Aukema. Robert Arnson, I made some whipped coffee earlier. I love how it starts to get like, you know, leaky looking on the side. So I made this. I'm kind of just like snacking on things as I chat, but I will be making some veggie burgers. Robert Arnson, yes, we can see you. Emily, several things are on the menu tonight. You'll see them. NC says your mom's adorable. She is. Cassidy says, double tap everyone. Let's show the algorithm who we are. Love that. Tan Mei, my favorite meal is Ethiopian food, specifically Ethiopian lentils and chickpeas. They don't have extract here in Italy. Really? I found that hard to believe in Italy. Brody, thank you for the sub. Wait, black, wait, okay. There was no alien language. I was speaking German, that's probably what you heard. Let's see here. Did you hear about the city located beneath the pyramids? No. Tell us more, just a dude. Robert is in Wisconsin. Hi, Selva Kumar. J Gamer, yes, I have Instagram. Same username as my YouTube channel. Yeah, bro gets up at 3:15 a.m. Someone get him an Instagram account today in the life. Yeah, exactly. Day in the life. Brutal. Harvey is here. Good to see you, Harvey. Where am I here? In the chat. We got 40 people watching. Hello, people. Jay Bhavani says, I always practice to catch a crocodile. Hi, Sa. Not gonna say that. Jesse, do a my morning routine video. I would love to see that. That's so funny. Selva Kumar, hello. Hi, Sky Twist. Thank you, Selva Kumar. Ooh, Cassidy is asking, Hannah, are you watching the college championship game between Florida and Houston? Is that going on right now? I don't watch basketball. I hear from other people what's going on. I heard from my family at brunch this weekend about the final 4 teams that were left in the men's tournament, but I do not watch basketball. Sky Twist is from Russia. Hi, wonderful. Are you very happy today? I would say I'm feeling like an average, just like not overly happy, but not like down in the dumps. So apparently there are some experts that have been doing some kind of like CAT scan for the Earth. That is amazing. And they say it revealed a giant structure under the pyramids. Honestly, there is a really good Netflix series that you all should watch called, I'm blanking, Ancient Apocalypse. And this guy, he has such a strong theory that like human civilization goes back way farther than we actually think it does, like what the history books say. And that doesn't surprise me because he has pointed to all of these like structures around the world where there's actually, you can tell there was a civilization like underneath it or something, like the foundations are actually way older than everything else. So that would fit with his theory. I'm here to help. Are you still able to hang out or just go to college without getting shot? Life is good in the US. I'm here to help. My coffee here is not still hot. It is pretty cold at this point. Hi, it's me, Sophia. So good to see you. How are you? Batir says, exciting but exciting. Jesse usually gets 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Oh my God. I've had to do some of that lately, like 3 to 4 overnight, but I can like feel it in my eyes, my whole face. It's like the strain, like there's like I feel like my eyes feel really irritated and dry, and I usually will have to take an afternoon nap to recover some of the sleep I didn't get overnight. All right. What are you having for dinner tonight, Harvey? I am currently eating tofu. I also have some vegan Cheetos made out of chickpeas. Ches Rich, there's no cookies tonight. Sorry to disappoint. Goodbye, Selva Kumar. Thank you for being here. Hazel says, I'm getting my cast off today. That's good. Glad to hear it, Hazel. I remember you said, I think it was sometime last week, Jesse, that you were running on a whopping like 1.5 hours of sleep. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, how do you survive? How? It's so little sleep. I mean, I feel at my best when I get 9 to 10 hours. So the Oreo Ritz has 2 questions. Do you bake bread from scratch or buy made bread? I will usually, actually I've never made bread for myself at home. I don't like to eat a lot of bread. I try to stay away from highly processed grains unless it's just dessert. So I rarely eat bread as it is. So in the rare occurrence where I make a sandwich for myself, I'm feeling like PB&Js or something else, I will just go and get a quick like small loaf of bread because it's not worth all the effort of making my own loaf when I don't eat bread all that often. Have you ever cooked a dish with wine/whiskey? I remember as a kid, I actually helped my mom make some, it was like chicken something. It had like red wine in it. It was very good. I know I've cooked other things with red wine specifically, and maybe white wine as well. So wine, I don't think I've ever made any food with whiskey though. Hello, turkey sound delicious, says Maurice Edwards. Bunny, I'm eating tofu and quinoa. Crab with a knife. I will let you know in 10 minutes what the answer to the poll question is. Yeah, that was a 3 monster day with him. Oh my God. Oh, it's just so unhealthy, Jesse. I'm laughing because on one hand, I feel very torn about this. I love working hard. I love hustle. It's like, you know, it's a tough world out there and it's a tough economy to be in right now. So like, you do what you gotta do, you hustle, you bust your butt, you make that income for your life. Like, I admire anyone who works super, super hard. That being said, hearing the amount of sleep that you get regularly, it sounds like, and the drinks that you drink to keep yourself awake, I'm like, oh my God, no, painful. Crazy Sick Wine is here. Hi, Crazy Sick Wine. Good to see you. We have Minia. Hello, Minia. Today I seen a recipe for red lentil rolls. Vegan? Red lentil rolls? I've never heard of such a thing. What's your opinion on highly processed eyebrows? I've never heard the term highly processed eyebrows. What I think you're getting at is where it's like very like crayon, like drawn on. I personally am not a fan of how those look, where it's like the block, like heavy block, like look. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, free country, like you can dress yourself and do your makeup how you want. Your videos of the picture frames, file folders, and those knives will be so awesome for us this Christmas. I want all of them. Cassidy, I love that you're already thinking ahead to Christmas. That's awesome. It is really fun to feature products, like products that I'm excited about on this channel. Maurice Edwards is looking for a hint as to the poll question. It's usually the Monster juice, so it's kind of healthy. I don't know about that. Good to see you as well, Harvey. Take care. Oh shoot, did I not? My computer's about to die. Gotta plug it in. I also have to fix my apron. I feel like it always gets just a little bit wonky. Aiden, E-N, I am just munching on some food. I also have a whipped coffee right here that I've kind of been sipping on. Let me put it into view. And I will be cooking some veggie burgers very soon. Eli Palacios is here. I think I saw all the other comments. Okay. So, Tyrann is saying 6 hours or minimum, max can be up to 10 hours. I feel like those are the thing is though, like there are some people who don't need as much sleep as others. I think most people need somewhere between 6 and 10. But if you look up, like there's some very famous people who don't like need a lot of sleep. Like Gordon Ramsay gets 3 hours, Martha Stewart gets 3 hours, Betty White lived to 100 years old. She only got like 4. So yeah, there have been studies on people who call themselves super sleepers where they'll go to bed and they wake up like 3-4 hours later and they feel wide awake, and is crazy. Like when you listen to these people talk, I remember watching one guy, it was either like 60 Minutes or CNN or some news outlet, and he was talking about what it's like to be a super sleeper. And he said that when he was a kid, like really little, his parents would put him to bed at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I would wake up at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning and I would feel wide awake, but everyone else was asleep because they all needed to get their 7 to 8 hours. And there I was, fresh, ready to go, but it was the middle of the night. And he said that he would just work on his homework, read books. I'm like, dang, talk about an advantage, like a natural advantage. If you're someone who only needs to get 3 to 4 hours of sleep and you can function at like a high level. I really, really do wish I was a super sleeper, but I know at this point I'm not. Looks delicious, says Jay Solid 9000. Peter, yes, Peter Alexander Constantine, I saw you get the membership gift that Cassidy gifted earlier in this stream, and I was like, amazing. It went to someone who is regularly here, definitely. Like, I saw your username go green. I was like, yes, that's awesome. Nice, Kirby. I get a unibrow one every 2 weeks. Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday season must be really busy. Yes, it is very busy, but it's very fun. 5 minutes until I close the poll question. So I want to put a timer because I always forget. always forget. Even after all these lives. Norton is here. Hello, how are you? Raptor crazy. Sounds good. Let's see. 8 hours minimum for me. Yep. I mean, James Purdy, when like, for example, tonight, I know that I'm not going to get a full 8 hours. I would say like 7.5. I'm great. And anything more than that is like a benefit. Less than 7.5, I can definitely feel like some strain and just tiredness in my eyes and just brain fog, really bad cravings. That's another like obvious thing I notice about when I'm under rested. All I want is like donuts and potato chips and French fries and highly processed foods. It's like really bad. But like tonight, I know I will not be getting 8 hours. I can't force myself to bed at a super early time because I will just lay there. It's annoying. But I'll probably get more like 5 to 6 if I'm being honest with myself. So I will probably just take a quick nap after work tomorrow because in my head I'm like, okay, I at least made up for some of the lost hours for this day. Yes, this is the time, says Peter Alexander Constantine with the Bronco emojis and the spazzy squirrel. Love seeing them. Hi, Nicholas Wrong. Rated Frog with the burrito and Gordon. Kirby says that coffee looks fake. I mean, I guess it could look like plastic, like if you looked at it like this. But when I stir it, obviously you will see. To be fair, I think it's like, it's been sitting out for a while because I was filming for a few hours, but definitely not fake. 100% delicious. Crazy to hear these facts, especially about Gordon's. Yeah, like limited hours of sleep. It's interesting, like it's something that I like learning about people because it's made me wonder, like, is it possible to just train yourself to be like functional on so little sleep? The thing is, I have listened to sleep doctors and scientists who study brain development, brain disease, the effects of sleep on the brain, and things that like you can develop that are bad, like chronic conditions or like Alzheimer's, dementia. And I'm like, they talk about how important sleep is to, you know, maintaining your health and also preventing long-term illnesses. So I'm like, I just don't, as much as I wish I could become a 3-hour a night person, I know how I feel on 3 hours, and it is so bad. It's like so painful getting through a day on so little sleep. Peter Alexander Constantine, that is the one that most people will ask me about, the members only emoji. That is the state of Minnesota. That is the US state where I live. So I want people to be more familiar with Minnesota. Yabba Dabba Doo says, I tried counting my sheep, but it doesn't work. No, it's so frustrating, I have to say, trying to get to sleep at a good time. I usually will end up just like reading a book, or I don't even know what else. Sometimes I do just kind of like, I'm like, at least I'm just kind of relaxing right now. But it is annoying just waiting to drop into sleep. Kirby Any Peas left, says Rich. Thank you, Gemma. Rated Frog says M&M's for the win. Oh, we got like one minute, no, not even, like 30 seconds left, and then I will close the poll. So vote in the poll if you have not already. Try to guess my favorite candy as a kid that I would get at movie theaters. Kirby says, Rich, I mulched them and have a cluster that still hasn't been touched. Wow. Jesse, you are correct. I will be napping tomorrow because I will need to recover. You heard it. Time to close the poll. All right. I need to get to people's comments though. Cassidy says it's really nice when you gift donations and they go to regulars in the chat. Yes, I totally agree. Sometimes I see them go to people I've never seen before. I have no recollection of, and I'm like, maybe this person will use it, but maybe they won't. Maybe they're just a random person who happened to be scrolling through at this exact moment that someone decided to gift a membership. Amtrak Train Tracker, hello. Crazy Sick Wine says insomnia is incredibly scary when it's prolonged. I mean, yeah, I would say I'm like the opposite of an insomniac. I love sleeping and I love to sleep for a very long time. Like if I didn't have stuff to get up for, if I didn't have a 9-to-5 job, I would be sleeping probably 9 to 10 hours every day, if not more. Hi, Stop and Smile. Peter Alexander Constantine, that is from Game of Thrones. I don't know if you're familiar with Game of Thrones. Interesting subject about the sleep. I always thought it affects our immune system. It does. Yes, Fidel Torres, that is true. That's another reason why I try to get a lot of sleep, is it does help like improve your body's immune function if you've gotten enough rest. Thank you, Tony. William Torres says, what's up, Fidel? I got conditioned to it, but I don't recommend sleep deprivation. Yeah, no, I have done like short-term sleep deprivation, like for a few days, for a week at most, like where it was just back to back to back, like busy days, or I was traveling and the time zone changes. Like certain periods of my life, I just have gone with like wonky sleep. And even for those short periods, it is like, I feel awful. So tired. And Jessie too, LOL, says Jessie. Hi, Caleb Max. Turan with the Gordon emojis. Stop and Smile with Dexter. And the heart hand emojis. Kobe Bryant slept 3 hours a night also. And if he lost a game that was really important, he would drink like 20 shots of vodka. I seriously doubt that. He was such a disciplined dude. I would be shocked if he actually drank. I doubt that, seriously. EJ Ski is here. Hello. Sorry, my browser window just gave up on me. Sorry, one sec. Trying to get to everyone. All right. Thank you, Alessio Sarah Cardinali. After 2 days of no sleep, I feel and look like a corpse. That is me too. That is me too. I would say it is visibly noticeable in my face when I have not gotten enough sleep. I would have to probably put on like a good amount of foundation and makeup to cover, like to really like mask poor sleep, because it does show on my face. All right, guys, here are the poll results. Guess my favorite movie theater candy as a kid. Of course, the first option in the list got the most votes. M&M's got 44%. It is not M&M's, but I do love M&M's. Kit Kats got 21%. It's not Kit Kats, even though I ate so many of them as a kid. It's not Twizzlers, which is 19%. It was Dots, which I had thought it would have gotten more votes. Only 15% of you guessed Dots, so congratulations to you. Dots were my all-time fave. I still love Dots. I don't eat them as much though, because they are just so much sugar and they're just so bad for your teeth. All right. That was a very poetic diss, Alessio. Hi, Woo Woo. Hi, Gookie. Hello. Hi, Viper has 10 kills. Don't try to be a person like Gordon. Yeah, as much as I love Gordon Ramsay, I would never try to imitate his sleep schedule, which is 3 hours a night during the week. And then he says that he catches up on all his sleep over the weekend. And I'm like, I just don't think if I were to do 3 hours a night, I could possibly make up for all that lost sleep over a 2-day weekend. It just, I think my body would be so unwell. I like sleeping too when I can, says Jessie. Oh goodness. All right. Gookie, I am holding a whipped coffee. I have been stirring this for a while now, but it's kind of solidified because it's been sitting out for a while. But it is whipped coffee. Gabane Seydu, hello. Rooster, I found that listening to a soothing voice puts me to sleep like Anthony Bourdain or Mike Rowe. That's so cool. Yes. Raptor Crazy. Oh, I missed your comment or your question about chili. Yes, go to my channel and you will see that I have a recipe video where I make chili and cornbread to go with it. Season of Invincible. Sweet type. I don't know the show Invincible, so I can't weigh in. Yeah, Kobe was probably shooting free throws after a loss. Yeah, there's no way. That's what all of his teammates were probably doing, going out partying, like drinking. But Kobe was like, I feel like he had the same mindset as David Goggins, like ultra discipline. Cristiano is the same way, like very rigorous, like puts in all the extra work. Tom Brady, like I'm thinking there are certain athletes where they put in all this extra work on top of their training schedules, and it's why they're the GOATs of their sports. Rated Frog says, I can't believe I got a poll right in 2 months. Rated Frog, I think you said M&M's, and M&M's was listed first. So remember, it is never, ever, ever the first answer option because it always gets picked in the poll by all the people scrolling through. Like I'm convinced, people who don't actually come and stay, they're just scrolling through, they pick the first thing they see and then they scroll on. So to counter that, I never, ever, ever will put the right answer first. Let's see. All right. NC is laughing at dots. Hi, Ola. And what you drinking? This is whipped coffee. It is dots, crab with a knife. You can ask, go to my sister's channel. You can put it in her comment section. Her name is Rachel Gore. And ask, hey, your sister said that her favorite childhood candy is dots. Is this true? And she will say it is true. Hi, Muthumari. What is your name? Let's see. Yabba dabba do, got it right at last, but what are dots? Dots are just this like gummy candy. They're not made with gelatin, so I can still eat them as a vegan, not that they're healthy in any way, but they're just a sugary, they're like gumdrops that are chewy. Enru says, do you believe in conspiracy theories? I'm usually a bit skeptical of conspiracy theories. However, I have to say this. So I think back in January, President Trump declassified the JFK files and the Martin Luther King assassination files, like for the two of them. And now, based on all of the information in these files, like for the longest time, there was a conspiracy theory that there was more than one shooter in the JFK assassination. And the official story from the US government was, no, there was one shooter. And then, like, you see the declassified files and it shows that, like, basically it shows all this evidence that there were multiple shooters. And I'm like, why? It makes you automatically think, like, then why were you saying something else for the last, 60 years since he was killed? Like, that stuff really bothers me, like when the truth is not told to the public. It's just because I generally I don't want to be one of those like crazy wacky conspiracy theorists who thinks everything is like a sham, but that I'm like, that's very sus. So I was like intrigued but also annoyed when that information came out. I don't know, I haven't looked at like what came out with the MLK files, but annoying. Truck Stop Sushi is here. Went for a 2-mile walk by some railroad tracks. Oh my goodness, saw a train when I got to the crossing. So when the train was going by, did it just completely drench you then, Truck Stop Sushi? That's crazy. I'm gonna check just to make sure I got the time right. I have to hop on a call. Time in China right now. Oh crap. No. Oh no. Sorry, 1 second. One second. Okay. Wait, I did get the time right. Okay. Time zones are like my nemesis. I said I would hop on this call at a certain time with this person and I was like, oh crap, is it now? But it's in an hour from now, so ignore me there. Hola, you will see in my next video that I post, probably in a couple weeks, how to make this whipped coffee. Okay. 100 likes coming soon, yes. Jesse says I fall asleep to Hannah's soothing voice. Nice. All right, you too, the Oreo Ritz, have a good weekend. I see the thumbs up from Kirby, thank you so much. Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. I feel like some people are arguing that it should be LeBron. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas. Rated Frog says LOL okay. David Giorgio from Rhode Island. Hello. Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich? I'd have to look up the definition of sandwich. Well and Wilt Chamberlain. All right. He would party all night and go straight to the practice field. I mean, but who's Lawrence Taylor? I mean, I feel like the GOATs are the ones who aren't that way. I think they're the ones that are like the most disciplined. Ola says dots get stuck in your teeth. Yeah, they really do. They're not good for your teeth. They're like a dentist's worst nightmare. Coffee is here. Yes. Ola says the FBI did it. Hi, Mark Gabriel. Yabba Dabba Doo says, in the cinema, do you find it annoying to hear someone constantly rustling a bag of candies? I kind of do, yeah. Raptor Crazy says here on YouTube. Jeremy Griffin, always CR7, my fave. I think birds are just drones in disguise. See, I wouldn't go that far. Oh, Truck Stop Sushi says the rain came out of nowhere. Okay, I was picturing a train rushing past you on the tracks and then just like spraying you with water, kind of like what happens if you're walking on a sidewalk. And then, yeah, you just get like totally drenched. Nels is here. Nobody is here. Hello. Who else? Who else? Okay, we have Chandrakant. Hello. Mini Bike Mike is here. Good to see you. Just a Dude guessed the poll right. Congratulations. Elijah Carmen is here. What did you have for dinner? I had chicken wings, green beans, and rice. Excuse me. I am finishing off this plate of tofu and quinoa. And I also have this bag of vegan Cheetos. And I also need to put some veggie burgers in the oven because I've been talking about them now for an hour. Austin Pollard, good to see you. Hi Beast28. No, LeBron has lost too many times in the playoffs. I'd have to do my own research. I don't know. He may have lost, but I'm like, okay, how many shots has he made? What are other stats to look at? I don't think you can determine the GOAT just because of that. Mini Bike Mike, hello. Hi, Antonio Salazar. Happy Monday to you as well. It's 8 a.m. in China right now. No, I think it's actually 10 a.m. in China. Wesson Edits, hello. All right, I missed a few, I think. Daniel Cruz is here. Hello, Daniel. LOL, birds are drones. Yeah, I don't believe that one. Sion Terry, hello. Michael says, OMG, hi. Cassidy, Daniel, I do remember you. Cassidy says, Hannah always has the best chat. Y'all are awesome. Yes, I do enjoy reading the chat. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the GOAT, says Just a Dude. Love veggie burgers, me too. Mini Bike Mike, thank you, Tony. Hi, Sion Terry. Hey, that's me. LOL, says Austin Pollard. Yes. I like how you read the chat and engage with us. Yes, I try to get to all of the comments in the chat. Hi, Robert Arntzen. LeBron is a crybaby. Funny. Vegan Cheetos, what's in it, LOL? This is made mostly from chickpea flour, yellow pea flour, salt, sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, turmeric, rosemary. So it's basically Cheetos that are made out of chickpea flour instead of corn. Levi is here. Hadley is here. Next race is probably a 5K I'm going to be running. I'm registered for it in June. So, wow, it's weird to say a couple months from now. June is in a couple months. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 2 months from now. Hannah So Fly, fit and funny, says nobody. Thanks. Let's see here. Go UConn women's basketball. I'm happy for them. Yes, me too. I think that's one where there's a Minnesota girl, like from the Minneapolis area, who's on that team. Ola says, I want to try vegan Cheetos. She will answer your chat. Give her time. Yeah. If there's spamming, though, I just axe people because they should know better. Dang, 500,000 miles? No. 5K, what is it? 5 kilometers. So it's like, yeah, a kilometer is not quite a mile. I think it's short. No, it is shorter than a mile. There's 5K equivalent to 3.1 miles, I think. 5K. Yeah, no, not 500. Yeah, it's 5 kilometers that I'm running. Moy Cast, I am going to be cooking veggie burgers and I need to do that ASAP. Paige, is it Bukers? What's your PR time for a 5K? I've never actually raced a 5K, so I don't know what my best time is. Coffee, it was an okay Monday and excited for Tuesday. And see, I would say probably like the fastest I've completed a 5K was like 30 minutes. Well, what I should do is go to my marathon times because I could look for my fastest 3 consecutive miles of my marathon, because my marathons I have raced, but I've never actually like completed a 5K where I was racing it. If you're up early, do you get to listen to the birds morning chorus, or do you get any? Yes, we do have morning birds here. Paige Buckets is from Minnesota. Yes, she is from a city called Hopkins. Do you buy veggie burgers at Walmart or do you make your own? Neither. I buy my veggie burgers somewhere other than Walmart. So I love these because I feel like they're quick food, but they're made with good ingredients. So this is the brand, actual veggies, and they're made with mushrooms and quinoa. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do them in my oven for 14 to 15. Oh, I gotta get going if I'm gonna eat them. All right, 1 sec. All right, excited to eat these. These are very good. Michael, my favorite food is Ethiopian food. I don't know where she's from, but she's exceptional, says Ola. Hi, I like your vids. Thank you, Jess. Oh, she is? Wow, go Paige. Yeah, she is amazing. Do you like McDonald's? I used to love McDonald's, but there is hardly anything I can eat there anymore as a vegan. Thank you, No Name. I appreciate the no trolling. Do you season the burgers? I mean, they come pretty seasoned already, so I will usually just put mustard on my veggie burgers. No Name with the accurate read. Mini Bike Mike says, you're making me hungry. Yes, this always happens. Casty is talking to coffee. That's so true. I always like the end of the week. It's the best. Ola, stop. I'm trying to be nice. McDonald's equals heartburn. I believe it. Yes, I'm vegan, No Name. Benoit Rigolet is from Paris. Hello. Bonjour, Benoit. Jaderic is asking, how long have you been vegan? I have been vegan for 13 years. I decided to go vegan when I was 18. That was back in 2012, and now it's 2025. Yeah, so I've been vegan for almost half of my life. Michael, I do like fast food. There are some places that are pretty good with vegan options. Taco Bell has a dedicated web page on their website that is explicitly how to eat vegan at Taco Bell. So Taco Bell is a really great fast food option. I love Burger King because they have the Impossible Burgers on their burgers. And then Chipotle, that's like, I feel like it's not as like processed and fried as like the drive-through places, but I would say Chipotle is my all-time fave for a quick vegan meal. Who else is here? Jaderic Davis says, dang. No Name says, takes deep breaths. Fidel Torres, does your homemade chili come from dried beans or from a can? I use canned beans for my chickpeas, or for my chili. Correct, Austin Pollard. What kind of beans are you? I think Houston gonna defeat Florida in the championship 42-30. Ooh, it's going on right now. Okay. I'm so out of the loop with basketball. Ola says, oh, I didn't know you can order vegan at Taco Bell. Yes, it is awesome. So easy, so good. I was supposed to say, what kind of vegan are you? And it changed it to bean. It says Burger King is supposed to put their veggie patties in the microwave, not in the broiler. Honestly, let's be real. When you're going to a fast food joint, do you really care if your burger is on the broiler or in the microwave? Because I personally don't. It's fast food. It's not good for you. Melores Edits is from Brazil. Casty says, Hannah, did you visit Switzerland and Sweden while in Europe? I've always wanted to visit Switzerland. Yes, I have been to Switzerland. Let me think. I went to the United Nations headquarters in Geneva. I have been to Lake Constance, which is on the border between Germany and Switzerland. And I've driven through like parts of the Alps. I think I was going from Germany to Slovenia. Let's just Google Maps this. Google Maps. I haven't been to Sweden though. So I drove from Munich, Germany to Ljubljana, Slovenia. I think I drove through, or was it Austria? Okay, let's just see what Google Maps tells us. No, nope, I didn't go through. I feel like I've been to Zurich before for some reason. I've been to Basel, Switzerland. Yeah, I think those are the main spots. Geneva, Basel, and Zurich, I'm pretty sure, and Lake Constance. Yeah, it's beautiful. I want to go skiing there so bad, but I've only been like in the spring and the summer. Oh my goodness, Kirby is asking, have you thought about what you're gonna call members? I have been thinking about this. I just haven't come up with a clever name yet, so I don't know. But when you made that comment on my video, Kirby, about Hannah's Army, I was like, what should the group be called? I'll come up with something. It'll just take me a little bit of time. Hi, Andrea Zimbauer. JP is here. Oh, I missed a few people up here. Let me scroll up. Okay, I was at Cassidy's question about Switzerland. Definitely go. It's insane. I mean, it's as like beautiful and postcard perfect as all the pictures show it to be. It's unreal. Parker, hello. I'm making veggie burgers tonight. It's good to see you. Michael is asking, when did you become vegan? I went vegan in 2012 when I was 18 years old. AD is here. I just made a salad for dinner. I have mixed greens, fresh kale, dried cranberries, walnuts, and my own balsamic vinaigrette. That sounds really, really healthy. Good for you. You gonna break the damn mug, says No Name. Not yet. These are actually pretty durable mugs. I love it. Peter Alexander Constantine with the members only baby, not baby, it's little tofu emoji. I care because if it goes through the broiler, it gets regular meat juice on it. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I'm actually not so afraid of like contact and like cross-contamination. I don't have allergies. I'm like, I don't know. I've had like, for example, I had Chipotle once where there was accidentally, like the worker like accidentally scooped some beef chunks, like the diced beef. I don't know, there must have been just some like mix up, and there were like beef chunks in my Chipotle bowl, and I was like, well, whatever, they move fast, so I'm not gonna eat them, but I just ate around them. Just a dude, should I watch Starship Troopers or the Sarah Connor Chronicles? I'd probably go with Sarah Connor because I like Terminator. Hannah, you might have more brand collabs than membership soon. Not quite, but congrats. Thank you, Rich. Yeah, it's really, really exciting to see growth and like more collabs. All of it. I just love it. Raymond Church is saying happy birthday to Andrea. Okay, I read that one from Kirby. I see Noah 157 Lil Wayne is here. Hi, Dominique Ridley. Good to see you. Ola says, oh wow, you're international. Cool. For work, or do you just... This was my 20s. I just lived everywhere in my 20s. My ex was from Slovenia. It's a great country. All I can say about Slovenia is it's a great country. Michael, when did you become vegan? I answered that one. Wendy Rios is here. Hi, Wendy. I do remember you, yes. I do like skiing, No Name. It is very fun. I just haven't had the chance to do it in Switzerland. Asia Alexandria is here. Hi, Asia. You like a James Bond woman. Maybe you an international save the world. Honestly, Ola, when I was a kid, I had a huge spy phase and I wanted to be Carmen Sandiego. If you remember that video game, my millennials and probably Gen X played that game, maybe, but I loved the whole, like, where is she? What country is she in? I love the James Bond movies, and I think the Bond girls generally are really cool, so I would not be opposed. It would be very fun. Spy, is your cover cooking? I love that. Is it SR or Senior Ramachandra's here? John, I'm having a good day, very busy day, and it's a very busy week, let's be real. Whew. What made you become vegan? Number one, health reasons. I just was eating a lot of crap food as a kid and as a teenager. I knew it was not going to age well, so cut out a lot of junk food I was eating. And second reason was I just didn't want to be consuming or putting money toward meat or animal products. You would make a great Mission Impossible Ethan Hunt team player. I would love to be on Ethan Hunt's team. That'd be so fun. Martello Modifies is here. Hi, Martello. Hi, Abhishek Sharma. Linda Hamilton, who is Sarah Connor. Yes, Ola, new Mission Impossible coming out. I forget, it's the final something, or I saw an ad for it recently. I'm definitely gonna go see it. Asia Alexandria with the Cheerios box. Yes, CEK, I do remember you. Congratulations, new members. No Name says you are a very polite vegan. We can let you slide. Thanks, No Name. Bobana from Martello. Us meat eaters hate your kind, but ones like you are an exception. I mean, I don't care if people eat meat, so people shouldn't care about what I eat. Like, whatever you eat is your own private business. Hannah, have you ever had soy ice cream? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I would really like that. I mean, soy milk-based ice cream. I have had that. Hi, Romeo, Rahul. Aw, Spy Phase, I remember Carmen Sandiego. Favorite Bond movie? Any of the ones with Daniel Craig. I don't like the old Bond movies. I don't like Sean Connery. I don't like Pierce Brosnan. I feel like the effects are really bad. The acting is kind of corny. Yeah, I'm not big on older movies. I realize like the boomers in the room are like, well, this was like classic Bond. I was like, I don't care. These look like crap. So yeah, I loved Casino Royale. Wasn't as big a fan of, what's it called? The second one, Quantum of Solace. But I loved Skyfall with Judi Dench. Well, she's in not almost all of them. No Time to Die. There's one I'm missing though, I think. But maybe Casino Royale. That came out when I was like just starting high school, and I loved the soundtrack. Loved that whole vibe. Doing Well, Romeo, Rahul. Just a Dude Remembers Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, right? Such a good theme song. I've never owned a pair of Crocs, Dan. Rated Frog with the cherry and I don't even know what that emoji is. Haley Ross is here. Is eating vegan more or less expensive? In my experience, it is so cheap because you eat like you're super poor. Like you eat cans of beans, big old bags of lentils, tons of rice, potatoes. It's like peasant food. Like it is, when you get into the more specialty products like this, yeah, these are gonna be more expensive, but honestly, I don't know why people think eating vegan is expensive. It's I'm like, no, you're just eating the non-expensive things that meat eaters eat, which is like all the side things, the veggies, the grains, the beans, pretty much are the things you eat. Delano, I'm cooking veggie burgers. But Carmen wasn't a spy back then. She was a cat burglar. She didn't become a spy until recently. I thought she was a spy in my kid brain. Okay, No Name is eating vegan. Okay. Michael, yes, I've traveled to many places. Daniel Cruz is at the gym. No crazy comments. Yes. I never realized people were so concerned about plants until I became vegan. Says Mini Bike Mike. I mean, people were so concerned about plants. Do you mean like people like asking about your diet? All right, Froggy Goggins. Rich says, should reach 6K by the weekend, 50 plus to go. That's crazy, you guys. It's also good timing because I am planning to make a 6K subscriber cake very soon. Hi, Jeff Nunez. I gotta get these veggie burgers in. I also have to check my time because I gotta hop on this call. So I'm gonna open up this box of actual veggie burgers. I think I'm just gonna have 2. And just put them on here. Jack Alonzo, hello. John D is here. Brick Damu, I'm having a good Monday. Hope you are too. Okay, so let's get these guys in there. Close up, just frozen veggie burgers. And I gotta check to see, oven, cook for 14 to 15, so I'm gonna do like 7 on each side. And hopefully these will get done in time for me to eat them with you, or, you know, on camera. Eric Ware is from Kenya. What does my money mean? LOL, says Hemza. AD says, I have a huge bag of dried lentils. Very quick to make lentil soup in an Instapot. Healthy, filling, and tastes great dipping gluten-free bread into. Yes, and also lentils are super cheap. Like, people have forgotten that eating vegetables was what, like, all the peasants had to eat back in the day, and only the rich, like, fancy nobility and aristocrats were the ones that had, like, the prime cuts of beef, like, or you know, any kind of meat. Like, peasants mostly, it was like wheat, barley, beer, bread, potato stew, carrots, cabbage. Like, yeah, because it was, you had to, like, pay a lot to get a slice of meat. Okay, Al Brown is here. Hi, Jack Alonso, doing well. Fidel Torres says, I like lentils with or without meat. I'm having veggie burgers. Lil Dank thinks that these have meat in them. How are you? Doing well. BDJs, how about you? You know my face. I am vegan. Yes. Sorry, I went to roll a parsley vegan smoke. How are you doing tonight? What's the best vegan dish you ever ate? Hello, Bishop Bullwinkle. I'm doing well. Best vegan dish I ever ate. Oh, man. That's so hard. It was probably some, like, deluxe vegan burger with, like, the vegan cheese, the vegan coleslaw, like, the full thing. But I can't remember exactly where this would have been. Thank you, Jay Kuipers. Who's your favorite X-Men? Ooh, good question. I mean, I love Xavier. I would say Mystique, probably. Mystique, or who's, like, the other lady? Like the, dang it, what's her name? Like the lady with, like, the mega mind power, like, just, I'm forgetting her name, but you guys can probably help me. What was her name? I think she was, like, the most powerful X-Men of them all. Read that box is a little dank. All right. Hi, Bilal Muhammad. Yes, Jean Grey. Yes, thank you, Peter Alexander Constantine. Yes, Jean Grey. I had the word gray in my mind, but I was like, I don't know if that's right. Jean Grey is the best. She's the most powerful. Yes, Jean Grey. I like her and Mystique. Those are my faves from the X-Men. trying to think of the ones I didn't like. I didn't really like Wolverine. I did not like who's like the wolf boy, played by Nicholas Hoult. The guy with like the laser beam. I was like, this is kind of cool, but also you can't see. Yeah. Xavier. Oh, what's his face? Quicksilver. I thought like Quicksilver would be kind of fun. But not as cool as Mystique or Jean Grey. We didn't have seen much vegetables in your fridge. I actually have a lot of veggies in my fridge right now. I like Domino as well, aka Phoenix. Oh, I see, okay. Her powers are unlimited, she can do literally anything. Yeah, I think that's why I liked her. I was like, yeah, she's like the best X-Men. This is great. She can do anything. It seemed that way, because I remember watching one of the movies, and all the other X-Men were kind of like, oh my gosh, Jean is... They were kind of scared of Jean, or it seemed like they were way intimidated by Jean. I'm like, okay, if the other X-Men are kind of freaking out over Jean Grey, then she's probably like the top X-Men. Union says Beast. Nothing as bad as Beowulf though. Okay. Cyclops, the laser beams, yes. I would argue Rogue is the most powerful. I kind of remember Rogue. Oh, I love Magneto. His backstory is so sad. I remember watching that movie, and I mean, it's very sad. He's, I believe, World War II era. His family is being taken to a concentration camp, and he's separated from his mom and sisters, I think, and they are taking him one way, and then he's like, no, and then he's like bending the fences back, like to try to resist the people who are taking him away. I was like, oh my gosh, like of course every villain has their really sad backstory, like when they were a normal person, like you see the person they once were. So yeah, after seeing that, I was like, I don't care how bad he is, I feel terrible for Magneto. He gets the pity points from me. Oh, Rogue touches any mutant with bare skin and they are toast. Whoa, Rogue has to touch people though she can get blasted away. Ooh, that's kind of stressful. Yeah, the first X-Men scared the everything out of me. It kind of scared me too as a kid. I was scared, but I also kind of wanted to be an X-Men. I was like, this is really cool. Nightcrawler. Ooh, time to flip the burgers, guys. If I can find my spatula. Smash next question. So I'm just gonna be flipping these guys and letting them cook for another 7 minutes or so. Mushroom and quinoa, correct. I am so hungry, says Kai. I feel like everyone says that at some point, that they're hungry on my live stream. I have this happen whenever I watch The Great British Baking Show, Gordon Ramsay, Food Network, anything with food, I get hungry. Hello, hello. Mob Marco, I'm making veggie burgers. Oh, Siete. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yes. AD. I have had Siete taco shells. I think they're like paleo. They're made with yucca flour or something that's not like corn or flour, like a traditional grain. I really love the Siete brand. Everything they make is dairy-free and gluten-free. I love their nacho tortilla chips. I have not ever had their tortilla chips, only their taco shells, which I really liked. John Opar, oh my goodness, it's been a long time. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Negi Da Bhupinder Singh says, love from London, hello. And oh my goodness, I love London. What a city. AD says, yes, I've tried everything they make. It's a really good brand. I mean, it's more expensive, excuse me, than your like old El Paso or whatever it's called, like the super cheap tortilla shells. But I think the ingredients are really high quality. Christmas earrings, yes, Mr. Fleein. These are Christmas earrings that I keep on wearing. WSP. Is there a Whole Foods near you? There's like 3 near me. Because I live in Minneapolis and there's like tons. Or at least 3 that I know of. Probably more. I think there's one over in St. Paul. Negi Da Bhupinder Singh says, I am in food service sectors. Hi, Cademan. Now with Domino's. Okay. You want to stay away from seed oils, which is hard because it's in mostly everything, which sucks. I know. I've heard an earful about how bad seed oils are. And they are everywhere, it seems like. It's very annoying. Mino is here. Parker says, nice. Did you become a vegan to save animals? I mean, kind of. So first reason was health, just cutting out processed food, cutting out meat. But second reason was I just didn't want to be consuming or putting my money toward animal products. So in a way, it's like you're one less person who's bringing their business to companies that make animal products. So in theory, that would mean they're not going to be harvesting as many animals if there's less dollars going to that sector. Hi, Stuart Girl. No, I haven't watched Mr. Robot yet. Haven't had time. Army of the Dead is worth to see. It's fun. Okay. Hi, XD. Also, no, my timer did not go off. Do you like kimchi? Yes, I absolutely love kimchi. It's so good and so good for you. I love pretty much anything that's pickled. I love the very like vinegary, tangy flavor. Just don't get the ones from Whole Foods. It's much better from a Korean market. Yes, I mean, I would probably eat the ones from Whole Foods. I don't think I've ever bought kimchi from Whole Foods, but they could never beat a Korean market. Stuart Girl, no, I don't have any animals, but I would love to have pet dogs and pet horses eventually. Parker says vegan is also a lot less carbon intensive than meat products. Yes, indeed. CEK kimchi is pickled cabbage, I believe. It's like a pickled cabbage. You can get it like spicy. It's usually cut up into pieces and you can put it onto foods or like a Korean noodle bowl as a garnish. It's just, I mean, I can eat an entire bag of kimchi. It's incredible. Stuart Girl says, my uncle has 3 horses, man. Oh, I can't wait for the day that I have horses. Dominique Ridley says, hashtag tofu fam. Yes. He used to have 6, but 3 died. Mr. Fleein says, you are giving 3rd grade teacher vibes. I have never taught the 3rd grade, but I have taught 7th graders through 11th graders in Germany, so not American kids. I think I'm all caught up. I love to make chicken tikka kebabs with naan breads. Says Nagida Bhupinder Singh. I'm not a barista, no, I just have some Nespresso like items that I've gotten as gifts. Pickles and candy, hello. R6 Market, hello. I don't miss teaching, no. I'm glad I did it for 1 year, but I knew after that 1 year was up, I was like, it's fun, but this is not what I want my forever career to be. Cassidy is asking, what's the next place you'd like to visit in the US? Boy. I'm gonna go with Texas. I hear so many great things, so many influencers. I feel like there's been this mass migration from Los Angeles to Houston. Like celebrities are moving to Houston, influencers are moving to Houston specifically, but I have never stepped foot in Texas. And I'm like, it's such an epic state that I think that's the one I'd really like to get to next. All right, let me grab a veggie burger and try to at least eat some of it before I have to hop off here. All right. Oh no, the computer went dark. That's weird. What's your favorite movie? Stuart Girl, my favorite movie is Gladiator with Russell, what's his face? Russell Crowe, I think, and Joaquin Phoenix. I am not a teacher. CEK, I'm drinking some whipped coffee. I love Nespresso. I don't drink it much though. Yeah, I love Nespresso. I drink it every single day. Yes, Ansh, I do yoga. I don't have a degree in teaching, no. I can answer that. Kimchi is pickled fermented Napa cabbage with gochujang. Yes. Garlic vinegar. It's so good. I mean, yes, sometimes it's not vegan or vegetarian, but it's really good. I'm in Texas, Houston right now, says Braylon. Awesome. Tyrone T says it's epic. Cool. Hi, Bloodsport66, so good to see you. I know I gotta get going soon, but I'm gonna throw some mustard, just some plain old French's classic yellow mustard onto this before I gotta get going. I should probably hop off here in like 5 to 7. I know it's a bit early for me, but I do gotta get going. HR Hiridoi, hello. I usually will just skip the bun altogether. I said it earlier on this live stream, but I try to stay away from processed grains unless it's just like a dessert item, then I'll eat processed grains. So this is the very simple veggie burger that I'm eating, just plain. You can put like, you know, tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, whatever on it, but yeah, I prefer to eat veggie burgers without the bun. Hi, Italo Lira, good to see you again. I heart ducks. Oh my goodness, I've been doing just kind of several random things on this live stream, all related to food. So I've been drinking this whipped coffee. I was eating some tofu and quinoa earlier. Now I'm about to eat some of this veggie burger, although it's pretty hot. Mino says, I have 3 cats, used to have 4. Sorry to hear that one of them passed. I like the Harry Potter movies. I want to watch The Conjuring House. I mean, It's scary. I visited Fort Worth last Christmas. If you enjoy a beautiful and safe city, you would enjoy it. I didn't realize cities like that existed. I just have to go. Like, I love US history anyways, and I want to go to all 50 of the United States. I've been to, I would say, half of them, like about 25. But yeah, Texas is such a big one. There's so much history there. I feel like there's just, it's like loud and proud and old-fashioned, and it just like cracks me up because it's not like Minnesota is very different than Texas, and I would love to go down there and see what it's like. So Texas, definitely would like to go there soon. Yes, CEK. Oh, I thought you were asking what is a veggie. You are asking what is a veggie burger. It's just a bunch of veggies that are put into a patty and you then cook it. HR Huridoy is from Bangladesh. Hi Nizam. Give China my best. Hi Drago Liub Tomic. Doing good. How are you? All right. Asia Alexandria with the Cheerios boxes. Hi Nuha Amir. There's YouTubers that went to the Conjuring House. Cassidy says Seattle is a fun city to visit. Yeah, I've never been to Washington State. I've never been to Oregon State either. Hi Charles Brian Celoso. How are you? Doing good. I'll probably have to hop off here in the next like 2-3 minutes, which is such a bummer. I'd love to stay on longer, but I do have to hop on a call with someone who's in China. And then see, oh, that's what you meant. Give China my best. I was like, wait, where's China coming up in the chat? Cassidy's travel guide. Love it. Drago Liub, I'm doing well. I'll be heading out here pretty soon. Actually, I should type my reminder that I like to do. I would stay longer, like, you know, like I usually do, but can't do it tonight. Charles is new. Welcome, Charles. Glad to have you here. I have 4 Cavalier. King Charles. You have all the animals. Reminder, everyone. SRT Baller, hello. I've only visited states. Maybe one day abroad. Yes, Cassidy, go abroad if you can. Reminder, I'll be going live. Going live again this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central keyboard Central Time USA. So would love to see you guys in a couple days. What's the time? Gotta check. Yeah, should probably hop off soon. All right, so SRT Baller, good to see you, and I'm heading out. DB Tuesday to Thursday. Thank you, Marcel Lanham. What's one unhealthy food that's a must for you? Donuts, always donuts. Till Wednesday, yes. Take care, everybody. I will be going live, in a couple of days, Wednesday night. All right, CEK. Moisa says Wednesday, 8 p.m. Got it, yes. Sounds good, Stuart Girl. All right, that is the last bit of comments I'm seeing. So Cassidy says Gordon is still my favorite. I think Gordon might be my favorite members only emoji. Yeah, that's all I have for tonight, guys. So I'm gonna hop so I can make this call. But lovely seeing you all as always. CR7 and Rich and Shammy and John Frassa. With that, I'm gonna call it a night, and I will see you all on Wednesday. So 2 nights from now, 8 p.m. Central Time. Bye.